How's it going, everybody? My name is James, and in today's video, we're going to be looking at the charts and we're going to be talking about the pound. Now, the reason that I want to talk about the pound is because there's a few things that I noticed that I think I want to go long on the pound. I'm not quite ready to do it yet, and I should also say that, of course, trading always involves risks, and I am by no means a financial advisor. The points of these videos are to educate and entertain, and I hope that you guys find the things that I talk about today useful for you in your trading. I certainly think that they're very useful in my demo trading. But yeah, why don't I go ahead and just hop into exactly what I was taking a look at today, and hopefully you guys find it interesting as well. And who knows, maybe we'll find some potential trade setups today. But so the first thing that I noticed was I was taking a look at the Edge Finder, and I noticed that there are 3 different pound pairs that have bullish readings right now in the Edge Finder. So I've removed all the neutral biases. I've left us with just very bearish, bullish, and very bullish. And I noticed that pound CAD, pound Aussie, and pound New Zealand all had bullish biases on the Edge Finder. Pound CAD, a score of +7, pound Aussie, a score of +8, and pound New Zealand with a nice strong score of +9. In fact, I'll even break down pound New Zealand to show you exactly why it's getting this +9 score right here. Starting up top here, of course, score +9. COT data is a score of +3. Now, I'm about to break down this COT data in just a second for you, because this was the other thing that I noticed along with the watch list, was that the pound had some really interesting data in our COT page right here. So we'll get to that in just a second. But retail traders right now are shorting pound New Zealand, which is giving us a little bit of bullish confirmation. Seasonally, pound New Zealand tends to trade very positively in the month of January. We can see that here, that historically speaking, over the last 10 years averaged together, pound New Zealand on average trades 0.41% higher in the month of January. Our trend rating means that simply just looking at the chart, it's been in an uptrend for some time now. And then our economy scores aren't doing too well. We have a -2 for economy. We have 0 for interest rates, but inflation and labor markets are also giving positive scores. So now I mentioned that COT data had some interesting stuff to show us. So let's go ahead and jump into that. What you'll notice up here about COT data is the bar chart, where we can see all of our assets listed in order from most bearish over here to most bullish. We'll notice that the pound is on the bullish side. We see 65.23% long. That means that 65% of smart money traders are favored long on the pound right now, compared to just 34.77%, which are favored short. So that's good to know that institutional traders, smart money, they are favored long on the pound. But this is where it gets really interesting. If we take a look at this chart here, our latest COT filings, this is the most recent COT data compared to the previous COT data, so that we can see how things have changed, if smart money is shifting their opinion on certain assets, and it certainly seems like they're doing so with the pound. So in the previous COT data compared to the most recent COT data that actually just came out, we can see that smart money has opened a whole lot of long contracts on the pound. At the same time, they are closing a lot of short contracts on the pound. So they've opened up 5,500 long contracts, and they've closed nearly 5,000 short contracts, giving us an overall net percentage change of almost 5%. So they're favored long overall, but even more than that, when we take a look at the last data compared to the most recent data, we know that they are really heavily opening long contracts and really heavily closing their short contracts. Now let's dive into the chart and see if we can figure out why. So looking at pound New Zealand, this one had our strongest score with a score of +9, and I'm looking at a daily chart here. We have 4 brand new indicators built for TradingView, introducing the momentum, extension zones, trend projections, and volume spikes indicators. All 4 indicators work on every TradingView chart and time frame. You can easily see shifts in bullish or bearish momentum. Look and see if price is being overbought or oversold, which could cause a quick reversal. Automatically get a trend line that shows the true trend, bullish trend, and bearish trend based on the most recent market data. Get notified instantly of big spikes in volume to help you find breakouts. All 4 are available now at a1trading.com and can get set up in just a few minutes. Go check out our brand new line of TradingView indicators today. And I can see that pretty much, all year, Pound New Zealand has been in a really, really strong upward trend. Now, the Edge Finder isn't the only thing that I use to trade. I'm also using 2 of our brand new indicators that we've made for TradingView, the extension zones and momentum indicator. I find the extension zones indicator to be really, really useful because I said that I wasn't quite ready to put in a long position. And this is exactly why. The extension zones indicator is why, because everything that the Edge Finder is showing me is giving me some pretty bullish confirmation on pound pairs. But when you look at it closer in the chart, and this is where you need to be careful, you can't just trust the Edge Finder to blindly trade for you. Just because it says it's bullish doesn't mean that you need to go buy it as quick as possible. You still need to do a little bit of work yourself and implement your own strategy. But this is where things like these indicators can help you do that as well. So looking at the daily chart, strong upward trend. We've had a little bit of a pullback, and you might be thinking, well, what's wrong with hopping on this trend? Well, it's a little too strong for me. So strong, in fact, that this red dot here is telling me that price closed in this overbought zone because the trend was so strong. Let me show you what I mean by that. It'll become a little bit more clear when I drop it down to a lower time frame. These TradingView indicators work on any chart in any time frame. And what you'll notice here is that anytime that you get one of these red dots, meaning that price has closed in this overbought zone, the price is just too high for the markets to be comfortable with it, what does it do? It sells off. So we see a red dot, sell off, a red dot, then a sell off, sell off, sell off. It happens pretty much every time price closes in this overbought zone. So why aren't I going long on Pound New Zealand right now? Well, I think that it could pull back a little bit more. We see that price is closed in this overbought zone. What did it do? It's dropped. And in fact, right now on this most recent 4-hour candle, we're still coming back a little bit further. So this might be something that I keep my eye on to see if it can just drop even just a little bit further before I make a long entry on it. Now, again, I'll state one more time that this is by no means financial advice. This is just stuff that I noticed while using these really useful tools that we have for you here at A1 Trading. By combining the Edge Finder along with our TradingView indicators, I've determined that I think Pound New Zealand looks like a good setup on the long side. The trend sure seems to be that way. The Edge Finder is giving some positive confirmation, but just by looking at the charts, implementing my own strategy, and also taking a look at these TradingView indicators, while I do think that it is a good possibility to take a long position on Pound New Zealand, I'm going to be patient and wait and see if it drops even a little bit lower. Really quickly before we close up, we can also take a look at Pound CAD and Pound Aussie. Those were two other pairs that had bullish confirmation here in the Edge Finder. But let's take a look and see if the indicators have anything else that they have to say. So actually, Pound CAD is looking like an interesting one because where we did have this overbought zone here and we fell off because of it, when it rebounded and reversed and started trending back up, we didn't actually close in what the indicator thought was the overbought zone. Now, we did still have a pullback, and it doesn't look like we really formed much of a new high after this one. So I'm not sure if the trend is going to continue with this pair. Again, I would probably be patient and wait and just kind of see what the market does before hopping into anything. And we can take a look at pound Aussie too, because that was the last one that had strong bias. Now, this one I do like as well, because I had this, support and resistance zone marked up here from previously, and it does look like we are trending back towards what I thought was a level of support right here. Again, price closed in this overbought zone and has come back down, but it didn't touch this support zone. I probably would have waited to see if it bounced off this and started trending higher. Then maybe I would look for a long position there. So yeah, I'm just going to be patient when it comes to the pound pairs, but because of the edge finder and because of our trading view indicators, I do think that there is potential for some long opportunities in the future. If you guys want the edge finder for yourself or these indicators, you can find them down in the links in the description below or on our website, a1trading.com. That's where you can find the indicators and the edge finder. You can also chat with our team members there if you have questions about those products or services. And if you want the edge finder for yourself, if you've looked at it and you know that this is something that is going to help you with your trading, I know it has certainly helped me. You can get it for a discounted price when you use promo code A1YT at checkout. Did you know we do a live trading show Monday through Friday with guests from all over the world? To get notified when we go live, click the bell button next to the subscribe button or check in at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time. We have helpful, free content in the description below and on our website, a1trading.com. Thanks for watching today's video, and we'll see you tomorrow.